Hello,
You got me?
everyone. My name is Austin Savage. I am the Director of Communications here at 95 Network. Over the past few months, you may have seen my name come up a few times as if you're following our content or part of our email list. Um, and we have a bit of an update to share with you with our ministry. It's a pretty big one, and we're really excited about it. So in January, we went through a big kind of leadership transition from where we were a couple years ago to where we are now. So in January, we sent out some updates about some transitions from past leaders, and for the past 6 months, we've been strictly board-led by a group of awesome pastors who are really passionate about the small church and love what we're doing, and they have been the one casting vision and directing our organization for the past 6 months. But today, officially, we are announcing the hire of a new executive director, and his name is Dale Sellers. He was actually on the board previously, and he's now going to serve on staff as the executive director. So I want to introduce him to you. So everyone meet Dale Sellers. And Dale, tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Oh, there was a round of applause. I heard it all across out there where everybody's listening to the internet. Yeah. I have been in ministry for 36 years, been married 36 years. I have worked with small churches. I worked with one church that ran about 1,200, but most of my experience has been in the small church. I have served in every position you can serve on a church staff other than the music guy. Wow. I was not the music guy, but I did help. My wife and I led a Christian music group the first 10 years we were married and traveled all over the country, did about 1,100 concerts in 10 years.
That's amazing.
And so even there in my 20s, I really began to get a passion to help pastors and churches. One of my things that I didn't understand, where did their passion go? The pastors start off with this zeal, this call, this passion, this fire to serve God. And we would run into pastors who were just discouraged and defeated and didn't seem to have any passion about what they were doing. And I did not understand that. And once we came off the road and I went on staff at a local church, then I understood because pastoring a group of people is hard work. And a lot of guys out there going, you have no idea. And so ever since then, I have always had a passion for pastors. Specifically, I have a passion to help small church pastors because I was one, and I spent a lot of time just asking God, begging God for a friend. And so that's kind of what we want 95 Network to be to pastors who become part of our network or just guys to check out what we're doing. We want them to understand, hey, you have a friend here at the 95 Network.
Yeah. So you've served with 95 Network for how long has it been now since you joined the board?
I actually went on the board in the fall of 2016 before we made the transition and served with the guys there and have been on ever since.
Okay. So for about 2 years, you've been on with 95 Network. And what is it about this ministry that you love so much? You shared a little bit about that, but why are you passionate about what we do?
Well, we've spent, along with some other pastors that you mentioned earlier, we've spent the better part of 2.5 years now trying to develop, I guess, a process and some tools that we feel like would be very helpful to the small church pastor. Our 4 C's that we talk about is our content. And so we have provided and will continue to provide, and I'm really excited about some of the things that's coming our way for guys who join the network and become a member. There's going to be some incredible content they could not get anywhere else for the price we're going to have it for them. That's going to be exciting. And then we're going to be doing 24 one-day conferences all over America. It's not a big conference. It's not a big, like a typical, some of the conferences you go to, which those are all awesome. But this one's going to be more curtailed to help small church pastors. And we're going to talk about some growth engines that pastors can begin to put in place immediately that will help them begin to see movement in their church. There is no silver bullet for growth. You've got to take your time and build the right structure, and most churches don't have that. But we've got some tools to help them. The other thing I'm really excited about is we have several avenues for coaching where we can come along beside a pastor and help him and kind of mentor and share our experiences with him. And then the final thing we offer is consulting, where we actually come in, spend a couple of days, or some of our strategic partners will come in, spend a couple of days with the church, help them kind of develop a strategic plan, kind of look at where they are, how they got there, where they're going, who they want to reach, and then help them develop a really good plan and strategy to reach their communities. And so that's kind of, in a nutshell, that's what I love about what we're doing.
Yeah. So where do you see us going in the future with all that, with where we're at now? What do you think will change as we move forward?
Well, one of the things about me is I'm a big time dreamer. And one of the things that has been in my heart since the day that I got involved with 95 Network is I want us to help change the small church in America. Our name 95 Network comes from the fact that about 95% of all the churches in America are under 200 people. And basically the majority of them are less than that. And 100 people is about all one guy can pastor or one lady can pastor. And so what we want to do is we literally want to, every church that wants to be helped in America, we want to help them. And I know that's a big undertaking, but that's what I believe God's called us to do. If you're out there and you're looking for help, now the sad news is there's a lot of churches that don't want to grow. They don't want to change. They are happy where they are. That's fine. But for those who are just like, we don't know where to turn, we don't know what to do, we say that what we do is we connect small churches to big resources. And that's what we want to do, whether it's finances or whether it's connecting them with another ministry that can help them. We have some tremendous strategic partners that we're working with, and some others that are going to come online in a few weeks that this is going to be a very well-rounded endeavor to help small churches.
Absolutely. Well, I want to keep this short and manageable, but I think that shares just a little bit about where we're headed as an organization, what our heart is, and what your heart is as a leader. So here at 95 Network, we are just so excited about the changes that are ahead. So keep up with our ministry, stay connected, and we can't wait for you to see all the things that we have planned.